In this part, we are going to use the onlyOwner function modifier. And now in our base contract zombie factory inherit the ownable. And because if you look at this, the zombie factory is ownable, and the zombie feeding is zombie factory. So we can also use the onlyOwners function modifier in the zombie feeding as well. So we can check on a function modifier is just like a function but use keyword modifier. So if you look at this one, you can see this modifier onlyOwners, and it also has curly bracket like functions, just the word is modifier, but it can't be called directly like a function. Instead, we can attach the modifier name at the end of the function definitions to change that function behavior. So if you look at this function, you can see we add the modifier after the public, and you can see when you call the renounce ownership, the code inside the onlyOwner execute first, and then when it hits the underscore and this underscore, it will go back and execute the code inside the renounce ownership. So it will execute the rest of the code. While there are other ways you can use modifier, one of the most common use case is to add a required check before the function execute. And in the case of onlyOwners, adding the modifiers to a function makes it so only the owners of the contract can call the functions. And there's a note that giving the owner special power over the contract like this is often necessary, but there's also some problems. For example, the owners can add a backdoor function so it can transfer other people's cryptos or zombies to himself. And so it's important to remember that just because a DApp is on Ethereum does not automatically mean it is decentralized. You have to actually read the full source code to make sure it's free of special control by the owners, and you need to potentially worry about it. And now we can restrict the setKittyContractAddress so that no one but us can modify it in the future. So we copy the onlyOwners, and after the external we add the onlyOwners, and then we check the answer. Now we can go to next chapter.